Welcome to Coastal Characters. My name is Katy Acheson. I am the Executive Director of the Cape Cod Blue Economy Foundation, and I am here with Nick, who's going to introduce himself fully. Nick has been working for the Blue Economy Foundation for a few weeks, basically, right?
Yep.
And so we're really happy to have Nick on, in part because aside from the name of the podcast, all of this is you.
Yeah.
The logo, some of the questions I'm going to ask. But I would like to start off, Nick, with you introducing yourself and your connection to the Cape Cod Chamber and the Cape Cod Blue Economy, like how we connected.
Okay. First of all, I want to say I'm very honored to be here. Thank you for letting me be your guest. Well, my name is Nicolas Barcelo. I've lived here on Cape Cod my whole life, in Hyannis specifically. I go to St. John Paul, and I'm going to be a senior now. I work at Candy Corner with Paulo, and he is the vice chair for the Chamber of Commerce.
He's the president now.
Wow, that's good to know.
Yep.
And
yeah, you can call him Mr. President.
I'll call him President. Yeah. He came up with this idea for me getting an internship, and at first, I was like, "Dude, do I want to?" But I know this would be a great opportunity, so I was like, "Okay, I just need help with this." And he brought up the Chamber of Commerce. I'm like, "That sounds great. I just need some help again." Right? He sent me your email, and I sent you an email asking you if there's any opportunities open, and you sent me an email back, and we had an interview, which I thought went great.
Me too.
And I started the week after, right?
Yep.
And so far, I've been helping out with the podcast, and I've been categorizing businesses for the Blue Economy Foundation, which so far has been great.
Awesome.
So,
yeah. I put you right to work. You've been busy. So Paulo has been a great resource for the Cape Cod Chamber and for the Cape Cod Blue Economy Foundation. He owns 3 businesses.
Yep.
And so he very connected to the business community and is a great supporter of young people and helping you find your way a little bit. So I'm really excited to have you here and to be working on this podcast, which, I think is going to be something, at some point, folks, you're going to hear Nick interviewing Paulo. And then we're going to set that up for sure. So one of the warm-up questions, I'm literally going to be asking you your questions. And I'm going to pick sort of the one that I think you probably don't want me to ask, which is, what is your biggest fear?
Blood.
Blood?
Yeah.
Do you faint?
No, but I get super squeamish.
In real life, movies, everywhere?
Not really movies, just real life.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had appendicitis, and for like 3 weeks I was like in and out of the hospital. So I had to get like 6 or 7 IVs. Before that, I'd never cared, right? But then after that, like,
Oh, yeah. And when it's like your blood too, that's the worst.
And it was like, it'd be like the IV being in my arm for like a day at a time. So I just like have it there and like,
all right. That's legit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a legit one. So you're not going to grow up to be a phlebotomist and like take blood samples? No, that's not in your future? Okay. So the next set of questions are really about business.
Mm-hmm.
You work at Candy Corner.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do? Like, what's the day in the life of Nick at Candy Corner?
So I get there, say hi to everybody, obviously.
Do you go around and say hello to everybody?
I do,
You're
yeah.
so cute. I love that.
Thank you. So basically, I make the ice cream there. So I'm the chef. Some people call me that.
Yes.
Right? I get there. I take the inventory of the ice cream we have in store at the time. I go back, see what like resources we have, the supplies we have to make that ice cream, and I get to cooking. Right. I make a list of what we need, what I think we'll need for the next week, and I usually spend the whole day up until like just before close, just making ice cream. It's a fun job. So it's not super confusing, and I also, while making the ice cream, I do have to help scoop it at the same time. And it's just like really great getting to talk to all the people, helping them out. And the coworkers there are so fun.
Cool.
I just got my friend to start working there, Andre.
Nice.
So, yeah, we've been friends for like 7 years now.
All right, shout out, Andre.
Shout out, Andre. And for his first day, he was a super great coworker. I'm gonna be honest. He got everything.
Only for the first day?
Just like that. It was. He's only been working. Yesterday was his second day.
Oh my
right?
gosh! Wow.
And I wasn't there, but I got to train him for a little bit. So it was so
Cool.
fun. Yeah.
All right. So making the ice cream. What is like? Not everyone has a chance in their life to make ice cream in the volume that you make, right? What is your least favorite flavor to have to make?
Fudge
And
caramel swirl.
Why?
It's because there's so much stuff to put in.
So many
And
ingredients.
then, yeah, you have to like swirl it like a perfect way so it looks nice. And then it's like caramel, it's like fudge. Then you have to add some like caramel cups in it, and it's like so annoying.
But it's a delicious flavor.
It's good, yeah. Everybody likes it.
All right. What is your go-to flavor when you get ice cream for yourself?
There's a few go-to. My number one for sure, cranberry bog.
Ooh, okay.
Some people I tell them if you want a recommendation, go for cranberry bog. They're like, really? But they try it and they're like, wow, this is really good.
Does it taste like a cranberry muffin?
No, not. It tastes like. People say it tastes like bubble gum. Actually.
Ooh, okay.
It's very sweet.
I haven't had it in a while, so I think I need to make a trip to Candy Corner.
Yeah,
don't
for
I?
sure.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
sure. And chocolate peanut butter.
Ooh, okay.
It's my second favorite.
All right.
So I really love that one.
Beautiful. Have you had them together? Would that be too
No.
weird?
I don't really eat that much ice cream there, working there, but I'm gonna be honest, I've gotten sick of ice cream. I've gotten sick of ice cream.
And I think that's something that any person who's grown up on Cape Cod, who's had to scoop ice cream,
Yeah.
can totally relate to, right? Don't worry, the cravings come back over
Yeah.
time.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it'll take a little while, but definitely. Why Candy Corner? How did you end up at Candy Corner specifically?
So Paulu is a client of my mom at her spa, and she brought up the idea of working there, and I reached out to Paulu. I sent out an application. We got an interview, which I'm going to be honest, went terrible.
Why? No, wait, stop, pause. Why? What happened?
Oh my god, it was so embarrassing. It's my first ever interview, okay? I went there after a long day at school, and I don't know, I was just spewing out stuff that didn't really matter. One of my lines was like, my parents think I'm smart.
Amazing. Put that on a t-shirt or
My
a bumper
parents think
sticker.
I'm smart.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and then we still hired me. It went well, and so far it's been going great.
All right, so a big turnaround from your interview with Paolo to your interview with me.
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing.
That was a really big learning opportunity.
Huge, right? And this is why even interviewing for things like a job making ice cream, like the proper interview process is so valuable, right?
sure.
Because you can make all your mistakes
Mhm.
and like it's okay.
Yeah.
Right? Not the end of the world. Do you ever do mock interviews at school? Have you done any of those?
No.
No, we
never.
need to bring those. We need to bring those to school for
That's
you.
a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we can launch that.
That would really help, honestly.
You can set that up. You can get that rolling as like your senior project.
That's
You do
cool,
mock
yeah.
interviews. I think it's really interesting too because we do interviews at the chamber for a couple of different schools, and in particular for Barnstable, we have interns come in every year. We interview them, and they must be prepared there because they come in blazers, suits, ties, like they're looking like financial district Boston, like, and I'm here in jeans and like a grandma librarian sweater with purple hair. So like, and you came in looking professional and ready to answer questions and work. So, I think the mock interviews are where we need to get. All right.
Definitely.
You and Andre can pick that up.
Okay.
When it comes to, and you're young, and I know you've got some ideas for your future, how far into the future do you see yourself at Candy Corner? Like, what's your dream for, is it like going to be a place you return after like summers in college? What do you think for Candy Corner and you?
I definitely see a future in Candy Corner. This is a great spot to work at, honestly. And I see myself coming back every summer after college until I get an actual professional job.
And then talk to us about your real dream. Your
My real dream is to become a pilot.
What kind of pilot? What do you want to fly?
Well, the dream is to fly like fighter jets, right?
Ooh, okay.
Right. So that's like super cool. Like I want something when I grow up, my children will be like, yeah, my dad, he flies fighter jets.
So those the ones that I watch the videos on YouTube of people like passing out because they're doing all the different.
G-force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to be able to do that.
I want to be able to do that.
Amazing.
That would be so cool.
Okay. incredible.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we're going to do together through your internship is start to meet some people in that field, which is going to be really exciting. So once this podcast is a success, we're going to start doing that. We're going to start doing that soon. And I think that's why Paolo recommended the Cape Cod Chamber too, because we've done events at Cape Cod Gateway Airport, for example. But I think that is such a cool ambition to be able to fly, right? Do you have dreams where you fly?
I do. I'd say I don't dream that much, but I do have some dreams where I fly
What about falling?
in the plane. Falling, then I wake up,
Yeah.
like. But when I go on vacations, like just being on the airplane, that's a part of the vacation for me. It's so fun just being on the plane, and then sometimes I'm with my cousins too, going to things. So like we were like always messing around on the plane. It's just like a core memory of the entire vacation is being on the plane. So
That's amazing.
it's just like really grown on me, like being able to fly and stuff.
Amazing. Are you a window seat?
Yes.
Yeah, had
For
to
sure.
be. Had
Yep.
to be a window seat. Because you want to look out and you want to see everything.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
so cool. Whereas a lot of people are on the plane that try to like forget it even is happening, right? They're
Yeah.
like trying to watch movies, sleep, whatever, right? I love that is so in the moment for you. That's really cool. So, and again, I want to highlight some of these questions because they're really, really good. There's a lot of things about like business and having business on Cape Cod. You work for a small business on Cape Cod. Your mom has a business on Cape Cod, right?
Yes.
Just from your perspective, where you are in your life in the world and having grown up on Cape Cod, what is your perception of challenges that small businesses face on Cape Cod? Just your perception, like what is something that, if you were in Paolo's shoes or in your mom's shoes, what's something that is really challenging or a hurdle for success?
Especially on Cape Cod is the
Yeah.
seasonality. In the winter months, once it gets like really slow, not that many people are here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of summer houses here, so people just come here just for the summer, correct?
Yep.
So especially seeing my mom and like Paolo, it's very difficult in the winter months because there aren't that many people.
It gets really quiet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it gets really dark really early. We all go home.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think could be a solution or something to help mitigate that? Have you seen like anything that, I mean, Paolo spent all winter learning how to make bagels. That was one way that he figured out how to deal with that. What are some strategies or something that you think could change that seasonality on Cape Cod? Like big picture and no pressure. These are big questions.
I guess just more people living here in general. I mean, this is a great spot to live in. I don't see why people only stay here in the summer. I guess it does get really cold, but I feel like just more people living here in general would really help that problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
What's your favorite part about living on Cape Cod?
Definitely like being close to the community, right? Because I'm part of the Brazilian community. My parents are from Brazil, and there's a lot of Brazilians here. So there's a really, really large Brazilian community, and I feel like it's just really great to get to like be part of that community, know a lot of people there. Because I used to work at this gas station, and so many Brazilians pass by there, and like I'd be speaking Portuguese here the whole day. So I get to like meet a lot of people, talk to a lot of people. My Portuguese improved incredibly.
Amazing.
Right? So yeah, definitely the Brazilian community.
Amazing. And the cuisine.
Oh yeah,
we
for
all
sure.
benefit from that.
Brazilian grill, my go-to spot for sure.
Those little cheese bread balls.
Yeah, pão de queijo.
Oh my God, they're
it's
the
so great.
best. Yes, we are all very grateful for the Brazilian community here. And brigadeiro are my favorite dessert. So if anyone's not familiar with those cuisines, you need to get on Main Street.
For sure, 100%.
You need to get on Main Street, Hyannis, and go get some great, delicious, bad-for-you Brazilian food. It's so good. I love that you feel that like that specific community is one of your favorite parts of being here, because Cape Cod, and I think this podcast is about community and what does that mean and how do we define that. And I would expect that most people on Cape Cod are very familiar with our minority communities, Brazilian, Cape Verdean, but that maybe folks in other blue economies that might be listening to this are not as aware of how diverse pockets of our communities can be. And certainly it's majority white on Cape Cod, but there are these really strong cultural touchstones, these communities that I love the glow in your eye when you're speaking Portuguese all day and like your Portuguese getting better. Do you speak Portuguese at home with your mom or your dad?
I do. It's a mix between the languages, but yeah, mostly Portuguese.
Where does the Portuguese come out more when you're like, does it come out more when there's fights? Does it come out more around dinner? Like, is there parts of like culture or ceremonies or anything where it's like if someone gets like excited, like, does it pop out more some places than others?
It pops out more definitely when my family's around.
Okay, there's more people.
Yeah, and then in fights as well, I guess I could say.
Yeah, right. Everyone's native language comes to the forefront when they're feeling really hot, right? This is amazing. All right, so, okay, we're talking about growth success. How long have you been making ice cream?
This is my second year right now.
Okay. What is one of the first biggest mistakes, other than your interview, that you made while making ice cream that you will never make again?
Okay, so...
I knew you'd have one.
Okay. This was when I just started first, like, making ice cream. I put in a batch. I remember this was strawberry ice cream. I forgot about it. And it just kept on freezing, and it froze the whole machine up.
Oh,
so
no.
This was, like, early in the day. So the machine seized up, so we had to wait for it to thaw out, and then we had to clean it out. And then I was praying I didn't break anything, because that's not good at all, right? And the machine was fine. We took everything out, but I couldn't make ice cream for the rest of the day. But that's never going to happen again. Trust me, Pablo. Yeah.
You heard it here. I knew there would be one. We always make like a big blunder the first job, right?
Yeah.
Incredible. So when you're training someone new, is that a story that you share? Like,
no.
No, you don't share that story?
No. I mean, so far I've only been training Andre, right?
Okay.
I have like told him what stay away from not to do, but that
we haven't got into the...
No, not yet.
Okay, all right. Amazing. So when it comes to your school, let's talk about school. Let's get academic. It's August or July even. Gosh, I'm like pushing it. When this comes out, it might be September. You're going to be back in school. You're a senior. When you are back in the school year, are there any like courses or projects or activities or sports or anything that you're really looking forward to getting into for your senior year? Is there anything special happening?
Two things I'd say. Number one, leadership studies. I feel like...
Delve into that. What is that?
So...
I mean, you haven't taken it yet, but what is that?
I haven't taken it yet. So from what I've seen, you learn how to become a leader, right? I know there's speakers that come in to talk to you who are leaders of this community here. I know the chief of police has been there. I know some pilots have been in there. So
awesome.
And I've heard there is going to be a pilot speaker.
Awesome.
So, and then that's the first half of the school year. In the second half, you get to go on your own and find an internship, which I brought up to you, right?
Yep. So
that's what I was kind of scared on, like how I was going to do that. But now I feel like it's a lot better, and I'm really looking forward for that class.
Cool.
And the second thing is my volleyball season.
Okay. When does that start?
That's oh my gosh, spring.
Okay.
Yeah. We've been doing terribly.
Awesome.
But it's just so fun to hang out with friends, and honestly, I appreciate the coaches so much for putting up with us, because we've been just terrible.
Why are you terrible? Are you there to have fun?
I mean, we try, but we only have a team of 7 people, and it's very difficult when you don't have that many people, and especially we got some new guys this year who are just starting, and this is just the second year of the dang, I'm having like a brain fart, of the program, right?
Okay, yeah.
So
you're going up against other schools around that have had volleyball for much longer,
yeah,
and that have bigger schools.
This past year, we went against one school that was their first year of the program. We lost still, but they had a team of like 20-something people.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So, but this next year, hopefully it's going to be a lot better. We're going to have some more experience, obviously, because of the season. Mm-hmm. And hopefully we'll just try harder and persevere to win.
Cool. I love that. I played co-ed volleyball for fun at UMass Amherst, and we lost every game.
But it was still fun, right?
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And it was a great way to get in some activity and, like, bond with friends that wasn't around, like, spending money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we were really bad. We were terrible, and we had a blast. and no one got hurt. So that is what we're in for. So I think we've gone through a lot of these sections of questions. Is there a question that you want to be asked that I haven't asked, or is there a question that you have for me?
I want to be asked. I guess.
And I'll
First thing
admit,
that comes to mind.
I got this question because I've been watching way too many people interview the cast of Superman.
Yeah.
And they keep asking, like, what are we not asking? What do we not know about? And it's really weird and awkward. And I love that you really fulfilled that for me. So thank you very much. You're like, what am I going to, I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. You've got it. You've got one, though.
First thing that comes to mind is definitely family or, like, the culture.
Okay.
Like, I know we've been, like, you lived on Cape Cod, right? Your whole life?
Most of it. I've
Most of
been,
life.
yes, this is my thing. So this is not going to get an explicit warning, but I've been a mass hole my whole life. Right? So
Yeah.
everyone from Massachusetts knows what that means.
So,
But
like,
I've been on Cape Cod since I was 10. So
oh, that's
yeah.
great. So first thing that comes to mind maybe is, like, different cultures. Because we lived on the same, like, area for a very long time. But I feel like it's very different sometimes. Like, I brought this up to my friend yesterday, who's not from here, and she was like, "Oh, do you guys have like bonfires and like go to the beach every day and go off-roading?" I'm like, "Some people do, but not me."
Yeah, break that down a little bit more. That there's within all of, like, just even within like your school, there's different subcultures within that.
Oh yeah, there's like dirt bike guys. There's like that group like works on cars, you know, and then there's just us, like all the Brazilians in the school are just one big friend group here, and it's like it's cool to see like all of us close like together. It's not like we push away like anybody else.
Right,
but
you're not like segregated, but you're definitely like
no
culturally connected, right?
Yeah, for sure. And then yeah, there's like just a bunch of different like subcultures, and just in the school you get to notice it very like easily.
Do you feel like, so I went to Nauset, it's very similar, right? Really white culture there, just by the nature of the demographics of the time. And so our culture came from like our activities and what we wore and our personality and like who played on whatever different sports teams. Like there was the soccer guys and the football guys, and they were very different, right? There were the people that backed their cars into the spots and the people that just pulled forward into the spots, right? That's a cultural difference when you're in high school that like identifies who you have stuff in common with, right?
Yep.
Do you feel like for you and your friend group that social media has any, like, this is getting heavy now, that social media has like any kind of influence on how you identify yourself in culture? Like, does it, I guess the question is, there's the Cape culture, like in-person culture. Do you feel like you're also part of a Brazilian culture online? Or do you feel like that's totally separate? Is there any crossover? Because I didn't have, I mean, we had AOL dial-up, and we had MySpace as I was getting into that, like, older in high school. But we didn't have Instagram.
Yeah. I think social media does play a big part in that. Not just, like, Instagram, but there's like, music, right? Like, Brazilian funk. Like, that's really big in our friend group. There's soccer as well, especially the Club World Cup. Just happened. I don't know if you saw, but a bunch of the Brazilian teams were in the Club World Cup, and they got really far. And it was just, like, crazy, mind-boggling.
So exciting.
How great they did against, like, these top teams who have so much money compared to the Brazilian ones, right? So another part I'd say is just communicating with each other. Let's just say, yeah, social media does play a big part in this.
Yeah.
I think it plays a big part in everywhere now.
Yeah. How much, and I'll spin this back around to Blue Economy, how much of impact do you think social media has on small businesses?
It can have a really big impact if you put in the work, the consistency, and just being able to have like a little piece of computer in your hand that can communicate with the entire world. Those chances are like, you can go anywhere with that.
That's wild, isn't it?
That is really crazy.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. I didn't mean to like get so, like, I'm just really interested. We're going to have more conversations like this. So final question. We'll make it an easy one. Okay. We know that ice cream's sort of off the table for you right now. What is your favorite snack?
Favorite snack? I'd probably go with Lay's, the salt and vinegar chips.
Okay, salt and vinegar.
Yeah, those are my
Okay,
favorites.
cool. That's it. That's
Okay.
it. So, listeners, if there's any mistakes, if anything comes out really bad, you're going to talk to Nick. I'll take some credibility for it. But thank you so much for, really producing this,
Yeah.
for coming up with all of these great topics for us to talk about, for coming in during the summer. It's a beautiful day out right now. And for working on this and working Blue Economy and being part of this big, beautiful Blue community and your Brazilian community. We really appreciate you.
Thank you very much.